Hey guys, welcome in. And just as I was thinking, after maintenance, we have just had this drop, and Haxorus is here for early sales. You can go buy him in the shop, just like Melitic and Arcanine, and he is coming in at $30 US, $23 US, or $17 US. Um, and I have a feeling I'm just going to be doing this every banner now, just to get those people who always want to have the best, um, to just straight have them. Um, and it's tempting for some people. Maybe there were going to be people who buy all three of these, although probably majority of people that do buy will just buy one. So I just wanted to weigh in. I haven't really done this before. I've always thought about it, and I know Showtime and a couple of other people do this sometimes, just touch on it or show their opinion. But I wanted to show my opinion as being a free to play, because every time I watch anybody else talking about should you get this as a free to play player, and I'm going to speak on behalf of if I were going to spend gems, spend money on this game, what would be my best option? What would I do if I was going to? I'm not going to be a whale, so this is going to be in a whale's point of view. But so once we get into the item shop, the gem shop right here, if we quickly look at the figures list, so this one you're getting. This is the most expensive one for me. New Zealand dollars. It is nearly $45. Man. Anyway, Haxorus. So we're gonna get him for. You're gonna either get 150 gems, 230 gems, or 310 gems, and that is the most important part for me when I look at this. Is when you're looking at the different deals, what am I going to get with it? What is the difference going to be for the price difference? And for me, that price difference is massive. Um, and depending where you are in the world, it will be different as well. Although the US ones I've already read out previously because that's the notice we get. But so the difference between those, there's only 50 Camelot different, and a whole lot, like instead of three of each blue and yellow cubes, there are 10. So if you absolutely need the mats because you whale so much, then yes, that could be worth it to some people. But for me, I've got enough mats. Mats aren't a problem. I can get mats for free. I don't want to be spending so much extra money just on that. So this comes down to a gem comparison. There's just under 100 gems difference between the difference in cost, and the difference in cost for me is nearly just over a bit over $10. So what can you get for $10 that is going to be worth it? So I've still got my original, all these gem deals. I've never touched any. I still got the roof beginner ones, like the once only ones, the ones at the top. So here we have, these are the deals with no specials. If we're looking at the prices between that $29 and the 59 or the 60, so 100 gems is around about $12. 120 gems, that's around about the difference as well. So $12 is around about the difference. So all you are getting for the difference in price is a few extra mats on top. So if the mats are important for you, then it is worth it. If the mats are not important for you, then I would definitely just go with one of the cheapest options. Because for me, if I were to spend the money, and for me, I consider this a lot of money. If I were to spend that money, I would want to get value for money and get the things that I can only get with money, which is gems. Don't care so much about the mats. Every time there's a gym cup, a queen's cup, or every other of those things, we get mats. We get mats from pulling boosters. We get mats from everything. Dailies, logins, everything. But it's hard to come by gems, and that's where your money's paying for. So If my consensus is, if you have still the gems from like your August 80% off sales just up here, then I think it potentially could be worth it to try your luck on pulling it. If you are going to be spending gems and then trying to pull it anyway, then you could be you could just buy it, because as I showed before, the difference between the prices are about the same as what you'll be spending on the gems anyway. So I'll just buy the cheapest one with no mats. That's personally what I'll do, because that extra amount of like 10, 20, $15 all equates. But if you have a gem sale, like one of these ones that I've never got before, but if you can buy a few of those, so I can get like the $12, the two of the $12, a couple of the $6. If I get all of those, I would have more than enough to attempt to pull it, and it is still an attempt. But then you can potentially get that or others or more things when the new other ones come out, as well as you get the mats, and then you can just buy it if you miss out. So that's where I think I'd rather spend the money on more gems, because at least you get mats, at least you get all the other good stuff. But I mean, you do get 310 if you want to buy the big one. If you have that amount of money, then it can be worth it. But personally, as a free to play, if you are gonna just go in, or if you are a very minimal spender, not a whale, I would say go for that lowest pack. The biggest one is only worth it if you absolutely need the mats. Other than that, I'd rather spend my money on gems. Spend your money on gems so that you can potentially pull more of these or other new ones that come out. And by doing that, that is value for money. That's what we're getting at here. Value for money. The only value for money on the big pack is if you need the materials. I mean, camera is semi-limited and you can always do more with it. But I've got cubes packed up everywhere. I've got mats everywhere else. It's not important for those other things. So I'm gonna go try and pull up this little video that they've released for us. And when I get that ready, I'll give my words on what I think it is, and I'll get back to you soon. Alright guys, we have got up the video of what it was released hyped to. We've all got the link in our mailboxes. So this is Haxorus, and I'm just going to stop it here. This thing is so super good as a 2MP mon. 2MP right there. 160, 150, level 5, only one miss. The miss between the 150 and the guillotine goes. That's crazy. Outrage will spin the 150 into guillotine. When this Pokemon is attacked with attacks into a wide attack with a KOing effect, it's KO'd instead. That's what its ability is. Double Edge Axe. So Grass Knot, Cross Counter, Counter, Destiny Bond. All of them nothing to this, and that is just great. It's nice that things don't have to worry about Zoros and things, but why give it to a mon with super high damages and a super great KOing purple? It's just getting ridiculous. So here we go. This is what it should be doing and will be doing. So this is an example against the Rush. It attacks and boom, cross counter 90. That should get knocked out, but Zoro is knocked out instead. Here it attacks Virizion, boom. And the same thing will happen, just showing off what it can do, and a Destiny Bond. So those are all quite prevalent in the current meta. And yeah, super high, like for a 2MP one, I think this is just crazy. Like 150s we're pushing it, but to add on a 160 plus all of this. It's just getting crazy. And then, of course, like, people you run Altarias and then Mega Rays. It's going to be crazy. And then Guillotine. Guillotine's been an awesome ability. Purple. That hasn't seen much use recently. But this thing, at the moment it's a 1 star. But when it's 2 pre-evos come, so it's going to be a 3rd step evo, you fully evo it, 3-star Guillotine. This thing is nasty. Like, super crazy for a 2 MP mon. Crazy. So, should you buy it? This is going to be a mon that is always going to see use in Dragon Gyms and things like that. Anyway, you're going to see lots of Zoros and those kind of things. It's going to be a good mon to use to deal with them. Super OP, definitely. Worth the buying money. I've said my piece on that just earlier. So if you're worrying if it's good or not, I think it's definitely amazing. So man, this is just crazy OP the way things are going. You know, love to hear your thoughts. Are you guys getting one? Let me know in comments below. And what are your guys' thoughts about this figure? I'd love to hear from you guys, so let me know, please. See you guys down in the comments.